Now the Auburn product, Corey Grant. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards is the pickup, good for a first down for the Falcons. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
2nd and 4. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And nearly an interception here on their opening drive. But instead, 3rd down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, and have them back on their heels.
Now the throw on 3rd down, knocked away and incomplete. The Notre Dame man, Jalen Smith, able to get a hand in and knock it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one. We're certainly not going to see a better punt than that. Definitely taking a chance, because if that thing clips the pylon, it comes out to the 20, but instead, it goes out of bounds at the 1-yard line.
Here's the first carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he'll get this only up to about the 3-yard line. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Looking for Cooper, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 17. And he will score. Touchdown, Falcons. I don't know who all is to blame there, but I love seeing pick sixes.
Nothing like seeing someone pluck it out of the air and go the other way and see people try to change directions. Hard to do.
And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll start the drive with Elliott. He'll have a first down past the 40. Ezekiel Elliott gonna take it the distance. Touchdown, Cowboys. Ezekiel Elliott with touchdown number 23 here on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, do you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, 2nd and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. Don't want to get behind the sticks, because then the defense has the advantage.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. That one good for 26 and a first down. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence and deliver it downfield for a nice completion.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. From the midfield strike, they'll look to throw. Flush to his right. And finding the tight end, Hooper. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That one good for 26 and a first down. Back to throw. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. And Xavier Woods with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Ezekiel Elliott going to take it the distance. 30, 10, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott with another touchdown, number 24 on the year. And the Cowboys have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 14-7. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And this is a unit that, to be frank, doesn't look like they've woken up yet. I mean, a punt and a turnover on their first 2 drives.
And I think the game's starting to take shape a little bit now. And I'm going to take it into the basketball world. When you're having trouble scoring or moving the ball in basketball, what do? Get it to their best player, right? Find a matchup, create it, exploit it, and try and move the football.
2nd and 11. He completes this to Russell Gage. 17 yards and a first down for Atlanta.
I know many people like to throw to the tight end, maybe in a little flexed out position because he creates mismatches with his size. The slot receivers do the same thing with their quickness, their speed, and their route running savvy.
Now this throw caught left side. A good pickup there, 26 yards. This quarterback now already over 100 yards passing in just this first quarter. It's 1st and 10. He'll look to throw. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 10 yards there and a first down for the Falcons. This quarterback now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Steps away to his left. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir, able to turn that into a positive gain. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Tremendous blocking by the interior of the offensive line. They didn't just gash him there. They blasted a gaping hole for him to gallop through. I think if he comes back to the huddle, he better be giving them a whole lot of credit and thanking them for that much space to rumble.
And that will be taken in by Ridley for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. On second down, it's Elliott. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. I also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 47. Now a pass hauled in downfield. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Cowboys. Michael Gallup with touchdown number 12 on the year as his guys are able to regain the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 2nd and 10. He's going to loft one deep left side here. He's got a man complete past the 20. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Tyrell Williams, his 4th touchdown on the year, as they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. Koo able to connect on the extra point. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This will be taken in at the 1. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here. A throw on the quick slant going to be complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards and a Cowboy first down. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Going to take a shot for Gallup. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. How are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done. Partner, he was going through his progressions. Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
On 3rd down, Elliott. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
2nd and 5. And his throw is incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass.
54 Mike. Check. Watch.
He'll drop to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a first down.
Did you see that route the way that I did? I thought he was trying to get deep.
Yeah, that wasn't the first option.
No, it came off of that guy, the deep guy, and came underneath on the drag, completed it very well.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Grady Jarrett, what a season he continues to have, his 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. A big chunk on the ground there, 27 yards.
Good, strong, explosive run that started inside, which means you've got to control those defensive linemen, the defensive tackles, the nose guards. Those guys have to be controlled. How about the offensive line, the job they just did?
Yeah. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Cowboys. It's their quarterback with his second touchdown here in this first half as they have taken the lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
This quarterback now over 200 yards already in this first half. It's 1st and 10. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd and 3. It's complete to Williams. He's exceeded his receiving yards from a week ago, and we're still in the first half. It's a first down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
They're going to look to throw. And he's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A nice pickup there, 18 yards, first down Falcons. This quarterback now 11 of 16 through the air. It's 1st and 10. They run, Devontae Freeman. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there, 2nd down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he fumbled it. It's on the ground. It's picked up by the Cowboys. And his guys are going to take over at the 34-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit and, in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the same play.
Exactly. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
They keep on the ground with Elliott. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. 2nd and 9 now. Looking for Cooper, that's complete. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 14 yards, good for a Cowboy first down.
52's the mic, right here, over there, right? 52's the mic. In your face.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. He's got the connection to Cooper. Just a yard on the catch there. It'll be 2nd and 9. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts as they get it right at the 32nd mark of this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Back to throw here. He finds his target. It's Schultz. The Cowboys going to use their 2nd timeout now as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. And he will take it in for a Cowboy score. Mecole Hardman with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. And that'll give them a 2-score lead here, but I'm looking ahead. They just want to hold it for the final moments here of the second quarter. They don't want to give up anything on the other side.
No, not at all, because if they don't, it almost had the feel of an imposing their will score. And right now, they want to make sure they keep that and carry it into the second half.
Let's go. Let's go.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. The Cowboys signal for their third and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And an anxious moment or two there, but they do get him down. Now the Falcons going to use one of their timeouts as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. They'll drop the throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Randy Gregory showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll send you down to Orlando and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. It's a 6-yard run, leaves them with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They'll set up a throw, and he's able to hook up with Michael Gallup. It'll be a pickup of 4, good enough to earn him yet another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
11 yards and a Cowboy first down. 2 first downs have them up to the 41 now for 1st and 10. This is Elliott. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4. 2nd and 4. It'll hit the slant route. That's caught by Cooper. Touchdown, Cowboys! Amari Cooper with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
He'll look to throw. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. It's caught at the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Falcons get a bit closer. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And the lead will be cut down to 14. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line.
The Cowboys take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
Back to throw. It's caught. Cooper. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Olivier Vernon able to record his 5th sack of the season. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. It's a 6-yard pickup to get him back to the original line of scrimmage with 3rd down coming up.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Looking to throw. Yeah, that one's going to be knocked away and incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense either. He's putting the ball downfield as well.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Stocker's got it, complete. And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And still about 3 yards shy of a first as the 4-yard pickup brings it to 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. This is Grant, and he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line. 3rd down turns to first with that 5-yard pickup.
That's good for a Falcons.
Let's go,
Back to throw now on 1st down. Throwing right, and that's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. This quarterback now over 300 yards now for the game, and time to improve on that as he's got a 1st and 10. And he's got this one across midfield into Cowboy territory. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. They'll look to throw here. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 46. DeMarcus Lawrence able to put an end to that play, and in so doing puts an end to this 3rd quarter. And the Cowboys here on 3rd down bringing in an extra defensive back.
55 is mine, guys. 55.
They'll set up to throw. And that will be incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
47 is the mic. Go. It's a party now. It's a party now.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And he's got a man, Calvin Ridley. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. So from Cowboy territory now, here's 1st and 10 at the 35-yard line. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. And he's got this pretty close to a first down at the Cowboys' 27.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. The Falcons on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. Here it's 3rd and 2. He's got his man. It's Williams. Catch number 40 for him on the year. It's a first down. And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified. Big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Randy Gregory, his 2nd sack of the night.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means...
And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Russell Gage, his 5th touchdown now on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. Koo able to connect on the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. This is fielded at the goal line. Shedding the tackle. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. This game is really flipped on its head. 2 unanswered touchdowns by the other side, and now they take over here with just a very slim 1-score lead.
And we've seen this how many times now? Teams get a big lead, they go into coast mode, and all of a sudden they're scrambling and battling for a win down the stretch. They've got to put something together right here, otherwise they're in danger of doing the old snatching defeat from the jaws of victory.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. It'll be a 5-yard pickup there, so from 2nd and 13, they're back to a more manageable 3rd and 8. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Mecole Hardman, 77 yards. And the Cowboys, they push out in front further. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that, they had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
17 yards and a first down for Atlanta. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. They'll look to throw. Airing it out. Look. And this is caught inside the 5. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Calvin Ridley with his 3rd touchdown of the ball game, number 12 on the season, as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point by Koo, up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Right now clinging to a one-score lead, Charles, and I think operating within that 4-minute offense with a little less than 4 minutes to go applies here, right?
It certainly does, and that means the playbook is still wide open. But you are a little bit more careful about what you're calling. You want plays that are going to gain yardage, how would you say it, consistently, right? You don't need the big shots downfield, but make sure the clock continues to run. Pile up the first downs. And
Elliott going to be hit. He coughs it up. Loose football. And the Falcons grab it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Here we go again. Here we go.
2nd and 10. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and that takes us from 2nd to 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. And he will find Ridley. That's complete. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Calvin Ridley, 37 yards, as they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. A very important extra point there, up and good. And, partner, we've got a tie game here in the 4th. This fielded at the 2. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they had the fumble last time that led to a touchdown. That's a no-no. We'll see what they do here this go-around.
A big no-no. Put that in capital letters. Turning it over, the other team takes it down and scores. That can be a deflator for a football team. Now it's up to the offense to get back out on the field and pick things up.
Well, they're out there. We'll see if they can pick those things back up. Now this one complete downfield on the left side. Give them 15 there, and the Cowboys have a first. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
This quarterback now perfect since the second half started. 7 of 7. It's 1st and 10. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 17 yards on the play there, and the Cowboys have a first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So the Cowboys in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. The first down run for Elliott will net him about 5 yards. It's 2nd down. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Elliott. And for one of the first times tonight, he's going to be held up at the line of scrimmage. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. On 3rd down, it's Elliott. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. It's a gain of 12, and the Cowboys pick up the first.
Partner, they're clearly saving those timeouts, but they still have to work with some urgency to put themselves in the right position.
A first down carry by Elliott. He's got the first down inside the 10. And he is into the end zone for a Cowboy touchdown. Ezekiel Elliott, his 25th touchdown, tying Emmitt Smith for the 5th most in one season. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this 4th quarter. Fairbairn good with the extra point. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Atlanta offense out there for their next drive. They're down here in a one-score game, but the time, it's a factor, but it's not a huge factor right now, is it?
It's really not, because this amount of time...
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. He's back to throw, eluding the pressure right. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one, because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
That's what they need right now. Get the first down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he can't hang on to it. That would have sealed it. Instead, second down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. He'll look to throw. And they will eventually get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3. Falcons going to use their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Back to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Austin Hooper, the tight end, was the intended target, but it'll be 2nd and goal. They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Back to throw. Escaping the pressure right. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They're going to look to throw. And his ball is caught. It's a touchdown. And now in the final seconds, they're a PAT away from likely getting this thing to overtime.
Obviously, the excitement level here is almost a fever pitch. Down 1 is tempted to go for 2. I say you go ahead and kick the extra point. You got the home crowd carried into overtime.
I'm with you. I do see some fans, though, holding up 2 fingers. Easy now.
Yeah, but they're not the ones who have to actually make that call, are they?
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They have a little bit of time here to get to field goal range. Not much. A tie game, you don't want to do anything crazy, right?
I agree with you on that one. Risk-reward, okay? If you go for it, what is the absolute reward on this? But the risk is probably greater. Run the clock out, get to overtime, and try and win it there.
All right, we'll see if they do just that. It's a little teaching moment here. Overtime rules. Remind us how this goes, partner.
Okay, so in the past, we had sudden death. First team to score wins, but no longer. Now, if the team receives the ball, scores a touchdown, they win the game. If they kick a field goal, though, or don't score, the other team gets a possession. And after both teams get a possession, then we're into sudden death. First team to score wins the game.
This will be taken in at the 1. Tavon Austin, he's going to go. The 30, 20, 10. There are no flags. He's into the end zone.
Touchdown.
And an amazing return wins it in OT. Partner, a great game that we got to see and making it extra special. Not only did I get 4 quarters with you in this one, I got some overtime, a little whipped cream on top.
Look at you, tried to make this whole thing palatable.
I just want you to pay for my meal later.
You really just wanted 4 quarters, what you wanted. But how much fun was that? We had that type of a game where we got us to overtime, and then we get the dramatic ending to finish things off as well. What a game.
So for the Cowboys, they remain in the hunt for a first-round bye as they move to 11-3 on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for the Falcons, this was basically just an exhibition game for them as they'd already clinched home field advantage. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.